Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy MidPokeMaster here to Season 3. I believe this is Week 10 Team Builder in battle against Vepsis, coach of the Helsinki Hydreigons. So before we get any further, don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell in the top right corner if you want a notification whenever I upload. Around 60% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so please make sure to subscribe. It shows a lot of support and it shows you want to see more draft league content and stuff like that. So Vepsis is a very scary player. He took over this season at like week 3 or week 4, took over Diet Tide's team, and he's been doing really good. I know he's not like the biggest fan of this team, but he still is very much in the playoff race among with us. So basically whoever wins this is just so much farther ahead than the other. So this battle is very important to get into playoffs and just for standings in general. So I've only played Vepsis once before in GDL Season 2, and I won that game 1-0 just due to, getting a damage roll in the last turn. I think I played very well, but, his team's very threatening. I think this is like a very 50-50 matchup. I have some threats that he kind of struggles with, I feel like, and he has some threats that I struggle with a lot. So, this battle's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be very important. So we just, need to do our best. So, yeah. So his team consists of Mew, Weavile, Nidoking, Rotom Heat, Noivern, Registeel, Mantine, Wigglytuff, Executor, Magnemite, and Trapinch. So those bottom two are just because he had to have, those mons. There's no way they come. I can see, no, I just don't see them coming because I was gonna say maybe he wants to trap like my Melmetal or something, but Melmetal just beats both of them fairly easy, so no point. But the mons I expect to come are the Mew, Weavile, Nidoking, Rotom Heat, Registeel, and then Mantine or Noivern, if not, both. But he has very few mons that are like, are usable this match. But they all are very good against my team, and like they all have like a role they can fulfill that he needs, to get done. So his team is very threatening, very fat, but also, offensively annoying. So, I just gotta try my best and, try to whittle his team down to get it in range of my win con. So as you can see, I'm bringing Choice Scarf, Moxie Salamence, Outrage, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Stone Edge, just max attack, adamant, max speed with 4 HP. I'm speed tying Mew in case if he's like Dragon Dance, but he doesn't have the greatest dragon switch-ins like his Resist or Registeel, and his immunity is Wigglytuff. Registeel is heavily pressured this game, and Wigglytuff is free Melmetal or whatever mod I want to go into, like Sylveon. So I'm fine just being able to spam the dragon button. I wanted to bring like DD, so I can switch up my moves, but I sure Weavile just does so much to me anyways. I just wanted to bring Scarf, just make this thing a wall breaker for my late game win con. But this one is here just to try to break down this team, get my threats in just to do some damage and see how we go from there. I'm not gonna click Outrage unless I absolutely need to get a kill or to break something and like put something into range of like Melmetal or Sylveon or whatever mon I need it to be in range of. Dragon Claw is just fairly free. Earthquake's hair just to hit the Registeel, then Stone Edge is for like Mantine. I didn't really need a fourth move, but Stone Edge was just if I need to lock into like Stone Edge to hit Rotom Heat, Weavile, Mantine, I felt like that was at least fair if I needed just that little bit extra damage. Next up, my classic, just the normal Persian Alolan set, max HP, 140 speed Jolly with 124 in defense, enough speed to outspeed Mew, taunted so it can't set up on me, knockoff just because all his mons want their items, parting shot out to lower his attacks and special attack, then foul play if he's like like SD Weavile so it can't set up on me. There really wasn't a fourth move, but foul plays never, it's one of those moves you'd rather have than you don't, and there's just no better fourth move here, so I just wanted to make sure I have foul play for the scenario in case I need it. Next up, Choice Scarf, Man Shout, Close Combat Knockoff, U-Turn, Stone Edge. It's just a second Choice Scarf to really revenge a Weavile, because otherwise that mon just does so much work to my team. Max attack, 220 speed Jolly, or 36 in HP with the Jolly nature. Just to outspeed like a DD Mew. I don't know what kind of Mew set he can bring, because he can bring defensive. He can try to be like Calm Mind, Psychic, or Roost. I could see him bringing that. He could also bring DD. Mew can just do a lot here, and I'm just super scared of it. He doesn't have the greatest close combat switches. Like, yes, he has like Nidoking, Noivern, Mantine, but if I can knock off any of their items, knock off the boots on Rotom or Mantine, or even knock off the Life Orb, or just turn around or Stone Edge, he just has a lot of trouble switching into this mon. Like he has decent fighting resist, he still just very much struggles switching into it, just because of any of my other, like pivoting options. So like this mon can also break down his team, and I need something that revenges Weavile, just so it can get up in SD and then win late game. Because I can pretty easily live a +2 Ice Shard, so that's just something I have to be careful of. Next up, physically defensive Melmetal, Sub-Toxic Protect, Earthquake. I've been bringing this set a lot recently, but all my opponents have had, just really good offensive answers to Melmetal, but I just wanted to bring this. I can sub as the Rotom Heat comes in, or the Mew. I can Toxic, Protect. I can't, like, Rotom Heat just walls the set outside of Toxic, but I needed Earthquake to hit that Registeel, because that's also a great switch in, and it stops, Sub-Toxic Protect. So, I just felt like I needed that EQ to hit it super hard on the switch in. So, Melmetal isn't really here to be offensive, it's here just, click Toxic, whittle things down, get subs up, Protect, just make sure his team gets whittled into range of my Choice Scarf Salamence, or whatever mon I need. I can't talk today. Just to put him in range of everything I need his mons to be in. Next up, fully specially defensive Paloswine, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Icicle Crash, Toxic. It's my only Nidoking switch-in, so I'm bringing Spadef. Earthquake plus Icicle Crash hits his team super hard outside of Rotom Heat, but I'm gonna set up Stealth. I'm gonna try my best to get Stealth Rocks up, Toxic the Rotom Heat on the switch-in, because his two switches to this are Rotom Heat and Mantine. Neither really want to be Toxic, and that just gives me a free turn with Melmetal, just to keep clicking Sub and Protect, so I don't have to waste a turn clicking Toxic on them to whittle them down. So, Paloswine, is here just to try to set up rocks, get some damage off on some mons, and, Toxic, and just be that specialty defensive switch into Nidoking that I needed to be. And then finally, we have the late game win con, Heavy Berry, Sylveon, Calm Mind, Wish, Protect, Moonblast. Physically defensive, I Moonblast over Hyper Voice, because I could see him bringing Throat Chop Weavile for this mon. I don't know if he would bring that, but that's something I could see Veps running just so he can, 1v1 this mon. But I am bringing Moonblast, just, why not? I'm bringing Pixlate because Q-Charm's just annoying and there's no reason to run it. It's very uncompetitive. So, yeah. But if I can get a few Calm Minds up, get that Registeel weakened or just gone, I can just set up all over it. If he does not have Toxic on his Registeel, Sylveon can set up on it. So, that's just very annoying for him. So, I think Sylveon can put in a lot of work late game, or I can use it as, a breaker early on, get a few Calm Minds up and just hit monster lots of damage. So, thank you all for watching the Team Builder, and I'll see you all in the battle. And we are here with the battle, so good luck, have fun, Vevs. We already told each other this, so, hopefully this battle goes the way we want it to. We really need to win at least 2 of our 3 last games. But obviously we want to win all 3, just to, because then we would be 8-4, which would put us in a really good position. So, no Noivern has Mantine. So that's annoying. But I'm fine with no Noivern, just because that mon was very annoying for our team. But it also really helped our Sylveon out, for finding a way to set up. So, Mew, Weavile, Nidoking, Rotom Heat, Mantine, and Registeel. So, we got all 6 now. I'm going to write them down. Nidoking, Rotom Heat, Registeel, Mew, Weavile, and Mantine. So Sylveon can still put in work, we just have to hope either Rotom and Registeel don't have Toxic. I kind of just want to lead Persian. Yeah, just so I could see a Registeel lead and I want to get that taunted so he can't get a Brox. And he's already picked his team, so we've already told each other good luck, have fun. So, hopefully this is a good battle. We both are in a desperate need for a win. So, we can kind of be a little bit more uneasy these next, last few weeks. So, I'm fine with I'm honestly good with anything, because that's the Mew. I am fine with this. So I'm just gonna taunt here. Because even if he's Scarf, I pretty much live anything. And if he outspeeds me, I obviously know he's Scarfed. And we'll have an appropriate switch in to whatever move he clicks. So what does he click? Clicks Scorching Sands. So that did 40, and he gets the burn. There's nothing about this Persian, because it gets burned every chance it can. So he did 40. Yeah, that's just no investment. I kind of just want to knock off. Yeah, just getting rid of this thing's item, or whatever item he gives me, like whatever money goes into, is always super useful. So he was Cobra. So they did 10%. It just shows me he's like max HP. I think I'm just gonna parting shot out here. How many more turns is he taunted? One more turn. I could just parting shot out here. Or I could just stay in and knock off again. But, okay. I'm just gonna stay in and foul play. I still do 20%. And this one is really just here for this Mew. So now he's at 75. So it looks like you get a little bit of a higher roll. But I'm just going to taunt again. I'm just going to taunt again here. Because I don't want him to roost or get up rocks. I could, foul play predicting him to Scorching Sands me. So we're going to get this taunt off. He clicked Roost. So now I'm just going to foul play again. He does have, decent switch-ins to that. But, just getting this damage off is more than fine. So that means Mienshao can come in and click U-turn. Okay. I'm just gonna stay in and click foul play again. And right now he's at like 60. So I want to see how much this does, because I really haven't been paying attention. But getting this much health off is very useful. Kind of sucks we got we got burned. Frostbite, that is the Weavile. You still went down to like 80. So since I'm burned, that just shows me you're very little invested. But I just get to, I can just parting shot out here. If you set up, I have a Mienshao that I can U-turn out and kill you. He should just try to kill me, so he does. He has Ice Shard. So Weavile kills Persian. So does Mienshao kill with U-turn? It does. Or at least it's very close, and he has decent switch-ins to it. So his Mew's at like 60. Does it data like 2 Stone Edges? It just depends on his investment. But there's no reason to risk it. So he's gonna hard switch out. I could have knocked off. He goes on Nakaya. That is the... I can't even think of what this thing's called. This is Mantine. And he went to like 85. So I could just go out into Melmetal here. Make him think I'm like T-Punch. And unless if he has investment, he doesn't break my sub. So he's at 85. Unless he has like lots of investment, he doesn't break my sub. So I'm just going to set up my sub here. I have no reason not to. So he's going to hard switch out into Gordon. That is Rotom Heat. I could just click Protect here to see what he wants to go for. Because there's no way he's going to Nasty Plot here. So I'm going to click Protect. But this was his immediate switching to my Thunder Punch. And he clicks Volt Switch. So that shows me he's... I mean, yeah, he pretty much breaks it as long as I'm not Spadef. So I'm going to click Toxic here. He could easily go into Registeel. But then I can just sub up on that, as he cannot break my sub very easily. And getting damage off on that is very important for my my Sylveon endgame. So does he break sub? It does. So if he gets Rock Step, that's very annoying, but I'm probably just going to stay in an EQ. And Mienshao endgame is looking pretty good if I can get Rocks up. He's going to go into Lin, so that's Registeel, yeah. I'm pretty sure these are like Legend of Korra nicknames. So I'm just going to Earthquake. I could go for sub, but I just want this immediate damage off. He's going to go for Seismic Toss. How much damage do we get off? Was that a crit? No. We just did a lot. So he's leftovers. So he's around like 60. So he's just extremely Spadef. I'm going to stay in and sub here. He's going to click Magnet Rise. That is very annoying for us. I mean, I guess that's a good way of, yeah. Because most of my ones, my only way of touching it is with EQ. But now I kind of want to go Mienshao. Yeah, I'm going to go hard on to Mienshao here and click Close Combat or U-Turn. Because he'll be at around 70%, so, and it looks like he's not very Fizdef. But that was, you know, like a very good bring here. Clicks Protect. So he's going to click it again here. I'm going to click Close Combat here. He's obviously going to click Protect to scout what I go for. Yeah, he had no reason not to do that. He's obviously not going to stay in here and try to take it, as he needs this for my Sylveon. So, I'm going to go back out into Melmetal. He's going to hard switch out. What is he going to? Xeno, that is the Mew. I'm fine with that. How much does Scorching Sandstorm this thing do to me? So I'm at 161. It does nothing to me, and I don't care if I get, you know, burned. I'm just going to Toxic If he goes into Registeel Good Play, he clicks Roost, but I get the Toxic off on this Mon, which is very good. So he's back at full, but he's now Toxicked. And now I kind of just spam Earthquake. So we've seen Seismic Talk, Magnetize, Protect, Registeel. So he's either Toxic, Iron Head, or Stealth Rocks. I'm just going to spam EQ. He has Heal Bell. So we've seen Scorching Sands, Roost, Heal Bell. So we're going to see how much this does. He was at like 94. It goes down to... So that was a crit. So it went from 94 to like 65. $94 to 65. That was did 29. So it shows me he's pretty fizzed off. But how many heal bells do you get? You get 1. I meant you get 8. I'm gonna click Earthquake again here. He's gonna click Scorching Sands. He does not get the burn. So now he's gonna be at like 50. Actually, he's not leftovers. I'm just blind, I guess. So I could just go into Paliswine here and try to set up my Stealth Rocks. I'm just going to Toxic here as he should heal, I would assume. Yeah, he's going to heal here. And he gets Toxic again, so he's going to go down to 88. So we're in a decent position here. So he's at 1. He's used 1 heal bell. I just want to Toxic again. I could also go Pylo. But I need to keep that thing healthy for the Nidoking. I'm gonna click Toxic again. Because if you heal bell or switch, yeah, you're gonna, get Toxic. So he's used 2. But, after all these leftover recoveries, we are getting, pretty high up in health. Because now I'm at 156. And he has a chance to kill me, but it obviously just depends on investment. So he's at like 82. I'm just going to click Substitute here. So we're at 3 now. So I'm going to force him to attack me this next turn. Because I can EQ pretty freely here. As he's going to want to break my sub. So I'm going to EQ. And try to get some damage off. So he's obviously going to click Scorching Sands here. So he's going to be at around like 65. So I'm just going to click Toxic here. So he's going to, click it again, obviously. Does he get a burn? He does not get a burn. And I hit the Toxic. So he's going to go down to... So what's his item? Or have I just completely missed that? He was Culver. I'm dumb. So you're at 60. He has a chance to kill me with Scorching Sands. But I get 14 recovery. So 61 plus 14. That's 75, so yes, he would still kill me. But I'm just going to spam EQ until I die. Okay, so that's good for me right here. So you're going to take, you know, at least 30% plus 12% from Toxic. Okay, so you took like 20% there. So now I'm at 76 HP. So now you're at like 70. Now I kind of want to click Protect. I'm going to click Protect here thinking he's going to attack me. Does he heal? He clicks Heal Bell, that's fine. Because now I'm guaranteed out of range of Scorching Sands, unless if he, you know, has lots of investment. Yeah, because I'm going to go back to 91. So that's 4 Heal Bells. He's going to click Scorching Sands. So, you know, I could just click Protect here, you know, trying to get extra toxic damage off. So he's at like 63. So I'm just going to click Earthquake here. Obviously, he could click Scorching Sands, and he does. So, Mute kills Melmetal. So now he's down to 50%. Outrage from Salamence doesn't kill if he's, you know, max Fizz Death. Mienshao, I kind of just want to U-turn into Salamence. I could always go... Nope, I'm just going to go into this and click U-turn. Because he knows I can click Knockoff, and I believe he would die to Toxic. Because he just took 6%. So I'm going to click U-turn here. So yeah, he's going to hard switch out. And go on to Kaya. That is the... I can't think of what this thing's called. So he's going to go down to around 75. The Salamence kill with Stone Edge. I don't think they're physically defensive, so I think I can. He could think I'm like Lumberry, so I'm trying to set up here. But I'm just going to click Stone Edge here. He could go into REGISTEEL, but as I said, I want that damage off. So, I just need to hit this Stone Edge. And I miss. And I get the Toxic off. That is very annoying, but I did, you know, avoid burns on my Melmetal for a while, like that entire time. So, like, I'm still going to click it here. I don't have a reason not to. And he had no reason to be scared of me sitting up there, because if I wasn't Yachi Berry, Weavile always revenges me. But he doesn't really have a great, you know, answer to this Stone Edge. Like, he also might not know if I'm Choice Scarf or not. So we're just gonna have to see. He switches out probably into REGISTEEL. Until then, yeah, that's REGISTEEL. So... So you're down to 65 and you were at like 75. So you're pretty fizzed F. Actually, who knows? I'm just gonna go hard out into Mienshao. I need to keep Mienshao around though to check this thing or figure out what this mon's last move is. Clicks Protect. But now that Mew's at like 50, does it want to take 2 close combats? And I'm pretty sure it's toxic. I mean, it can, but that doesn't mean it appreciates it. So I'm clicking close combat here. Force him to switch. So you're going to be at 75. So I'm getting this damage off on something. You could always go Nidoking, but I love the damage off on that too. Kaya, that is the Manti. Yeah, that took nothing. But I can't really touch it, which is a problem. At this point, my Wincon is getting everything in range of either Salamence or... what's it called? Everything in range of Salamence or Mienshao. So I have to go into Sylveon. But they're at 50. They're obviously going to click Roost here. Obviously, I can't really touch this one. I need to get it toxic to try to, you know, revenge it at some point. What do I do here to beat this? It sucks that I'm a Scarf. I wish I was like Life Orb. Or I just wish I was like set up Salamence at least to try to break through this. But he's going to hard switch out until Lin. As long as he's not Iron Head, I should be fine. As long as he's not like Iron Head or Toxic. Actually, I can 1v1 Iron Head. So I'm just gonna Calm Mind. Just don't be toxic. So I'm at +2, +2. Has Toxic. So it gets to 1v1 me. Which is very annoying. But at least it helps, you know, Mienshao and Salamence be able to click Stone Edge a lot easier. So now it's at 90. So now I'm just going to click Moonblast a few times. I don't think there's a way we win this battle. Is he at full? He's basically at full. I'm just gonna click Moonblast. But that Protect is very annoying, because it makes it to where I can't break him. He went down like 20%, and he's gonna click Seismic Toss. So I did like 20%, which shows me he's spit F. But like, if he's at 85% now, I'm forced to go Mienshao. I just wish I would have been Life Orb, because I could break through so much easier here. So I click Seismic Toss. At least want to knock off your item. Do I have any speed on Pylo? I do not, so unless he has speed, it's, you know, just a risk of me being able to get the EQ off. And I have way less time than him. So he gets to win this game pretty much 6-0. So I just can't break through his defense. Which is just very annoying. But obviously, you know, you do what you gotta do. He's gonna switch and go out into Xeno. So he's gonna go out into Mew. So he's at 50% here. And he goes under 25. I'm fine with that. Click knockoff again. I'm totally fine with that. He's gonna hard switch out. Goes down into Mantine. Got a crit. Was boots. I'm kind of forced to go Salamence here. What does he click here? Clicks Roost. I kind of just want to click Outrage. But that obviously just lets in free Registeel. I just don't know what else to do at this point. I can't click EQ because he has two, you know, Pokemon that just completely ignore that. He's probably going to go sack off Mew. So, you know, clicking... He's going to go Registeel. So now he's going to be at like 81. I don't... Yeah, there's just nothing I can do. I'm locked into Outrage here. So it's, you know, whatever he wants to do. Then he's going to click Seismic Toss. So he's at like 65. And I got locked in, which is very annoying. But I can make it work. He's gonna click Protect here. Do I die to like Toxic? I shouldn't. Unless if I'm just wrong. So he's gonna be at like 70. I'm at 31. No, I was barely. That was the exact HP I needed to be at to die. So now I'm forced to go Piloswine. And, you know, hope that that we speed tie. You know, I have to hope he doesn't have any speed. Nope, he's just gonna get it off. But now I can just click Stealth Rock. I mean, that's what I'm kind of forced to do. So he has his Magnet Rise. And he's going to click Toxic. That's fine. You know, to at least try to get that chip damage on the Mantine. So he's going to be at 75. How many more turns of... He gets so many turns of that. I'm forced to go Mienshao here. He's gonna click Toxic again. Good play on his part. But literally, if I can just get damage off on this Mantine to put it in range of close combat. If he's specially defensive, he does not take 2 close combats on his Mantine. I'm clicking close combat again. He has no reason not to click protect. At this point, he should just sack off Mew. So, I kind of just want to switch out. But I just don't have any offensive threats left. So I'm just forced to click close combat here. He's going to go into Kaya. So, hopefully he's not Spadef. So he went from 75 to 35, so he took 40. He can also just make sure I've run out of close combat PP. But if I can get just one close combat off onto that REGISTEEL, it's... You know, I can just click Stone Edge for free. I mean, at this point, I just don't win the game anyways. He can just attack me, or he's just going to click Roost. So he's at 65. So I just got into Sylveon. He can just kind of do whatever he wants here. Yeah, he had no reason not to click that. I'm forced to just kind of click Moonblast. I wish I would have brought a different Melmetal set. That could have helped a little bit. You know, if I was like AV, so I could just click whatever move I needed to. So he's at 85. Also, if I had like Toxic over, I don't know, like if I had like Stone Edge over Toxic on my Piloswine, maybe I had a chance. I'm just gonna click Wish here. I didn't even write down kills. REGISTEEL kills Sylveon. I'm going to lose this game 6-0, which is, you know, nothing against Vepsis. You know, he played the way he needed to. It's just going to make it that much harder for us to make it in the playoffs. And I only have 2 close combats left. So, but he just wins this game because of Toxic Stall. So I'm going to click Knockoff. He's obviously going to click Protect here. But there's just nothing I can do here. And at the end of this game, it doesn't look like I got any damage off besides on his Mew. Weavile hasn't came out, Nidoking hasn't came out, Rotom Heat's taking nothing. Actually, Weavile came out and took a little bit of damage. There's nothing I can do. I have to go into Palace One and somehow let me get a Toxic off on him here. I'm just gonna click Toxic here. He can Scald me pretty freely here. He hard switches probably into like Rotom. He knows I'm not gonna click EQ, so that was fair. Because even if I EQ'd, I'd never put him in range of, you know, whatever move I needed to click on my my Mienshao to win. EQ damage would have been nice, but it's just not going to happen. He's obviously going to click Protect here again. This has been 40 minutes of just stall, which is, I'm sorry for you guys if you watch this. But there's just absolutely nothing I can do. So I'm going to click Stone Edge. I kind of just want to run, but, you know, that's just disrespectful to Vepsis. I did a little bit. That was a crit. Still doesn't even do enough. I just didn't bring enough offensive ways of beating on his team. His bulk, you know, just outbulked me. Yeah, I just wish I would have brought like AB Melmetal. Or just, you know, some sort of Melmetal that was offensive, because I could have tried to punch through this team. I don't know how effective it would have been, considering he could be like Rocky Helmet, you know, Rotom Heat. Or just like Willow Rotom Heat, just, you know, beat that 1v1 every time. I'm just gonna click Icicle Crash. He has no reason to click Magnet Rise. So Registeel's gonna pick up these last kills. So GG to Vepsis, you played this exactly the way you needed to. We're going to fall to 5-5 plus 0, so we're exactly neutral. So we need to beat Liv and Shay, otherwise we just have no chance. So at this point, 1 through 7th seed are locked up, because they all have 7 wins. I mean, there's just not much I can say right now. Like, I guarantee get 6-0'd, which, you know, is never a good feeling getting 6-0'd. So, but GG's Vepsis, he's considered, you know, he's really one of the best Draft League players, you know, in the Wi-Fi scene. So, and Registeel's going to pick up, like, most of the kills this game, so this should be it. I think we die to Toxic here. So, is this the last skill? This is. So, GG's Vepsis, you played great. You played exactly the way you needed to. I don't know. I know a few things I could have done differently, so yeah, I need to win these last 2 weeks to even have a chance to go 7-5. 75 looks like, a pretty decent way of making playoffs, so GG's to Vepsis. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.